This sample case, it's a civil case, and we represent the plaintiff, the estate of Martha Jones versus Dr. Philip West and the ABC Hospital. We are using an amplification scale called leadership. I am the Honey Juror administrator, and my assigned color is blue. We add the date, courtroom name. This example case, we have 12 jurors and 2 alternates. The court has assigned 6 peremptory challenges per side, and 2 alternate peremptory challenges. We add the plaintiff and the plaintiff's demographics. We enter the peremptory challenges for each party. Chance is the lawyer for the plaintiff. Our assistants are Brittany, Beatrice, Gary, and Bianca. Each assistant has their color assigned to them. We add the defendant, Dr. Philip West, and he's a 46-year-old white surgeon. He has 3 peremptory challenges and 1 alternate. His lawyer's name is Alex Toome. The opposing attorneys and assistants are not connected to Honey Juror. We just track their information here. The other defendant is ABC Hospital. The hospital also gets 3 peremptory challenges and 1 alternate. Now assume the judge has come into the courtroom, ask the bailiff to hand out the juror information sheets. We divide up the 48 juror pages among our assistants, and simultaneously, we begin to add each juror to Honey Juror. As you can see, in just a few moments, we are able to enter all of our jurors' information. We have built our seating chart, and the court assigned the seating beginning with juror number 1 in the lower left corner, and the numbers go across the sections. Once the seating is numbered, the jurors' avatars populate their seats. Oh, it looks like we're missing juror 30. There we go, we added juror 30. Now that we have everyone in the seats, the judge says, "Plaintiff, would you like to question the jury panel?" "Yes, Your Honor, may it please the court." I select Start Questions. I open up my jury questions for medical malpractice, and I start asking questions. When I touch a question, a box surrounds the question, and the question now appears on each of the assistants' screen, so they know what question is being asked. And the question also populates in the new notes section, so as the assistants are taking notes, their notes follow the text of the question. This helps later when it is time to interpret what they said. Notice how each of the assistants is individually taking notes, which are all combined by juror. When you ask a raise your hand question, Honey Juror allows your assistants to engage hand raising. And your assistants can indicate which jurors either raised their hand fully, or if any juror sort of hesitantly raised their hand, and this is shown with a half hand raise icon. In addition to taking notes, each of the assistant can use the rating scales to rate each juror from -10 to +10. They can also use the amplification scale, which in this example we call the scale leadership, because knowing which jurors seem to be strong leaders may have a profound effect on how the jury comes to their findings. If a juror is bad for us and has strong leadership traits, we might remove that juror before another juror who is more of a follower. And if a juror seems to be favorable to our side, and they also seem to be a leader, we want to track this as well. Honey Juror uses a color gradient of solid red for -10 to white for 0, and a color gradient of white for 0 and solid green for +10. This gives you a visual representation of their score to make your selections easier. You can sort by their score from best to worst by selecting Juror Score. There is also the color wheel on each avatar, where the users can change the background color of any avatar to help the team keep track of good jurors, bad jurors, or jurors that may need more questioning. For example, we may agree that orange means this juror is potentially bad for us, and the lawyer may want to ask more questions to seek a cause challenge. The user can switch between the juror scoring colors and the team assigned colors. By the way, if you want to hide your screen from prying eyes, you can select blank screen. After all of the questions have been asked by the parties, the true power of Honey Juror comes to life. By assigning colors to the avatars, you know which jurors you may have a good basis to remove for cause. This prevents you from accidentally skipping a cause challenge. As the court goes through cause challenges, when cause is granted, you select Cause Granted, and Honey Juror places an X over the icon and the letter C for cause by the court. After cause challenges, you can select Auto-Fill Jury Box. This feature will fill the jury and alternate seats automatically, from the lowest numbered juror, skipping any jurors removed for cause. And now the use of peremptory challenges can be made. And each time any party uses one of their peremptory challenges, you select Autofill Jury Box. And this removes the juror and adjusts the seating so each juror moves forward to fill the empty seat and add a new juror to the alternate seat. As the administrator, you can see all of the scores, but the individual assistants can only see their scores to help prevent bias from seeing others' ratings. With the scoring and ranking and the notes collected by your team, you have organized and complete information you need to intelligently make your jury selection decisions. This is a quick overview of how you can easily and quickly set up a case, add jurors, keep track of the jurors' answers. And when it's time to select your jury, you have the information you need to pick a winning jury. And one more thing, the statistics page tells you demographically who is on your panel and who is in your jury box.